be talking about how to set up your own home studio, as well as talking a little bit about setting up a session and beginning to record in Logic Pro 10 or Logic Pro X, as it is sometimes referred to. In order to produce great music, you really don't have to have a studio. You can do it the way we call in the box, which is all in your computer, with a computer, a keyboard MIDI to your computer if you need, and a great pair of headphones. Since I'm a keyboard player, I like to have a good keyboard for my projects. Here I am playing a Kurzweil SP88. A pair of headphones is helpful, both in the recording process and in the mixing process. Having a great pair of studio monitors is also very important. These are my Mackies. Quite often you'll have to get on your hands and knees and run cable or cords and rewire and wire. So it's great to have a couple of old-fashioned flashlights at your disposal. In order to have my instruments and my computer talk to each other, I have what's called an interface or a converter. This converts my MIDI, which is musical instrument digital interface, and my audio that goes into my computer and translates it into language that my computer can understand and spits it back into my studio monitors so that we can hear what our project sounds like. For vocal sessions, you'll need a mic. Here I have an AKG 214, and the big thing that you see in front of it is a windscreen that protects from vocal pops and sizzles. The first thing we're going to do today is I'm going to teach you how to open up a Logic Pro session, how to add tracks, and how to record. First thing we're going to do is go to my dock, and I see that Logic Pro has already been loaded. So I simply go to File, New, and Logic Pro will load their workspace window. And it will also ask you what kind of track do you want to add first. We can do a software instrument, which is basically a soft synth or an instrument that lives inside Logic Pro. Or we can do an audio and either record audio or access their amazing library of audio loops. Or we could do a drummer, guitar, bass, or external MIDI track. We won't deal with those three today. We'll deal with the software instrument and the audio track. So I'm going to, first of all, add a software instrument. I click Create, and Logic will go ahead and put a software instrument in there for me, at least a track for one. I'm going to maximize this a little bit more so we can see what's going on. And in order to load an instrument, I'm going to go up to the library, click on that, and I think we're going to do a guitar today. I go and I find a nice acoustic guitar, and you will see that Logic Pro loads that for me and even gives me a nice picture of the guitar. If I go up here, you will see that I have a click track or a metronome. Basically, those are important parts of recording. It's like keeps your time so that you can make sure that all your tracks line up carefully. And here's my click off, which means Logic Pro will give me 4 counts before I start recording. And let's start recording. I've got my click track enabled and I've got my count in enabled, and I know I'm going to be playing an acoustic guitar. So let's go ahead and start recording. I do have a piano set up that has been MIDI'd to my interface, and my interface is connected to my computer. So there I have my recorded guitar part. I'm going to go up here to quantize just to make sure it stays very even. I played 8th notes, so I'm going to quantize it to 8 notes. And let's see if I like what I have. Now that we've explored MIDI, let's talk about the vast amount of audio loops that Apple's Logic Pro has to offer. Okay, now that we have our guitar track, which is used as a software instrument, we're going to add an audio track to this just to make it a little more interesting. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add an audio track, a new audio track. So I go under Track, find New Audio Track, and I can add it that way. Or I could simply go under New Tracks, and they will give me the option of different tracks to add. So I've got audio, I'm going to create, and it will put it right under the acoustic guitar. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Now I'm going to go into my audio loops. There's a phenomenal amount of audio loops within Logic, and that's one of the favorite things that many people express, that they like this program so much because of the vast amount of audio loops. So I'm going to click on, let's see, I think I want a shaker on this. So I'm going to look for a shaker, and since my tempo is 120, I'm going to look for something that is 120. And here's one right here. Okay, I can click and listen to it. Okay, that's pretty nice. So I just simply click this and drag it up to my workspace window. I'm going to close out the window right now, and I can simply click, that's not what I wanted to do. I can go ahead and pull this out with my looping arrow, and let's see what we've got. Okay, so that's basically the way that you would add a software instrument track and an audio track to your Logic session. As you can see, there are so many things you can do. You can multi-track to your heart's content using both software and audio tracks, and it's just a really fun way, and a fast way actually, to create music. So I hope you enjoyed your little tutorial on how to set up a session and record software instrument and import audio loops to Logic Pro.